Leadership is important to professionals and those who work in public health settings. In this video, I want to discuss my role as a mentor and a teacher for school-aged children and how important my job is in the relevance of my job towards public health leadership. As an after-school coordinator, I deal with children of different backgrounds, and a lot of the children I teach have disabilities and different forms of mental illnesses, which is a huge public health issue. Although my job site is not an official public health setting, I deal with public health issues daily. I am responsible for helping children make great decisions, whether in my presence or not, and that is what helps me be a great leader and how my leadership status relates to public health. Mental health is a major issue in public health, and part of my job is to help my mental health children succeed in life. That is the importance of public health professionals and the relevance between leadership and teaching. Self awareness is a key factor in leadership. A leader is the principal person over an organization, and you have to have yourself together to take on that big of a role over a group. To have self awareness means you have a clear perception of knowing yourself, your desires, and your knowledge. You aren't a lost soul, and you are certain of who you are. If you don't possess those characteristics, you aren't capable of being a leader. A leader should be able to be an example and a role model to others. And if you lack self awareness, it will be hard to be an example for others. As stated earlier, I am an after school coordinator. I am proud of my position and I love serving children. I know I'm a great leader and I know I can serve as a great example for those kids. If I wasn't sure of whom I was, I wouldn't be able to show them examples of what a leader should be. As a human, there is always room for improvement and there is always material that can be learned. No one person knows everything, not even those with leadership roles. There are plenty of strengths and weaknesses that I possess that can be enhanced or overcome by following the proper leadership competencies. Some strengths of mine is that I am optimistic, I have great critical thinking skills, and I take responsibility. Although those are great traits to possess, they can still be improved. Learning different leadership competencies can help one be a better person. Although I am confident of who I am and I have many strengths, I also have a few weaknesses. A few of my weaknesses include being a perfectionist, worrying, and not believing in myself when I need to the most. Practicing different leadership competencies can help me overcome some of my weaknesses and make me a better person and a better leader for myself and for those around me. Being a mentor and being mentored both can help impact one to be a public health leader. I'm a mentor, and when I was younger, I was mentored, and being able to experience both sides of the spectrum helps the impact you have as a public health leader. Being mentored impacts you to be a greater public health leader because you know where you are and what you need out of a mentor. As a mentee, you know what you expect to get out of a mentor. Although mentoring is different from being mentored, it still impacts you as a public health leader. Mentoring helps you be a better public health leader because you have someone relying on you and expecting you to be that person that can help him or her. As a public health leader, there will be people that count on you and rely on you daily, just as someone relies on their mentor. I don't believe being just a mentor or just a mentee could impact becoming a public health leader, but being both. My personal vision and mission is to help children. Since my freshman year of college, I've always worked with kids, specifically children that lived in poverty or children that had mental illnesses or a disability of some sort. Back then, I didn't realize how much I liked kids, but I did realize that helping children made me smile. It was rewarding to see a child that struggled with reading or math excel in that subject, and you know the reason they excelled was because of your hard work and dedication to them. I am an only child, so I never had siblings to help or to be that leader. So to become that mentor for a child and to gain a child's trust is extremely fulfilling. I know that I love children when I volunteered to help them out as much as possible without pay. That is when I found my passion. I have a passion for kids, especially children with disabilities and mental health issues, and it is my mission to help as many children as I can. After graduating, I plan to go to graduate school and to get my master's in occupational therapy. I want to be an occupational therapist, but my main focus and goal is to become a pediatric occupational therapy in a public health setting. I want to provide therapy services to children in vulnerable populations and to children with parents that have mental issues. The reason this is a goal for me is because I love helping people, but I want to always provide the extra help for those who aren't able to live normally like the rest of us. Examples, paralegal kids or amputees, etc. I want to show people, particularly children, that you are able, despite what issue or disability you have, and you will be able to succeed in life. I hope I am able to fulfill that goal. Although becoming an occupational therapist is my professional goal, it also serves as a personal goal for me. The reason it is a personal goal is because it goes back to my passion for children. I will help children regardless of compensation. Another personal goal for me is to open up my own nonprofit organization catering to children and their academic needs. For the past 5 years, I've helped children and I've mentored children, and I want to provide those same services to parents that I was granted the opportunity to volunteer for in my early college years. I want to make sure I help out as many children as I can before my time comes. To conclude, I love children. I currently work with children, and I want my professional career to involve children. Leadership is important in my current job because I work with children, and it is my goal to change as many lives as I can now and later in my professional career. During this assignment, I did not realize how important leadership competencies were to my strong and weak areas. This assignment made me look deep inside of myself and really put my true feelings about my vision and my passion on paper.